Hello everyone, welcome. What you are about to discover is the most innovative, revolutionary project, not just of the decade, but of the entire 21st century. If you missed the chance years ago to take part in the expansion of Binance, the #1 crypto or digital exchange or bank with more than 300 million users and sponsorships from Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi with Bitget, if you missed out on that opportunity as well, today we have a golden opportunity. Because with Bitradex, an exchange with over 4 years in the market, expansion is just beginning in Europe, the United States and Latin America, with a very well-known brand ambassador as well. And soon another one is on the way. An impressive, even higher-level ambassador internationally recognized. In this short presentation, I'm going to share with you 5 very important points. We're going to talk about the exchange as a digital bank, the global brand ambassador, the daily trading volumes the exchange is handling, auditing by the #1, CertiK, and its products and services. As you can see, this is the official website, bitradex.ai. It also has the .com domain, where you can see how you can also download the app for free, both for iPhone and Android, from Google Play and the App Store. And it really offers different products and services, which I will share with you shortly. It has a global brand ambassador, who is currently Olivier Giroud. These are contracts that sometimes last for a year, sometimes longer. He appears there promoting X on his social media. Obviously, speaking about the exchange, it has participated in various events and conventions. And well, we were just recently informed, precisely on X by the exchange, that another brand ambassador is coming soon, and from what I understand, this will give the brand even more international exposure. Olivier Giroud is very good. Currently, he is the all-time top scorer in the history of the French national team. I'm recording this before the 2026 World Cup, but what's coming is actually someone of an even higher profile, and that's going to give the exchange even greater exposure. I'm also going to share with you the volumes it's handling. If we go to coinmarketcap.com, in the exchanges section, we can see that there are hundreds of exchanges or digital banks. There are more than 200 exchanges, while when I first learned about the project in January of this year, it was close to 100. I've always seen it on CoinMarketCap in the top 100, and it has been climbing up the ranks. Let's see what position it's currently in May 28th, as I'm recording this in 2026. Well, it's now in position number 63. It just surpassed Bitso. It's moving more than $800 million just in spot trading. If we look at futures, it's probably already surpassing $1 billion in 24 hours, or $1 American billion. It's crazy how much volume it's moving. For example, Bitso, just to compare, is an exchange that's been around for more than 12 years, it's Mexican, very good, and a benchmark here in Latin America, and it's moving 28 million. Of course, when we compare, we can really see that here at Bitradex, it's moving much, much more. 50, sometimes 100 times more than Bitso. And that's a very interesting fact, because the more volume an exchange moves, the more commissions it generates from trading fees in futures in spot, which makes it a very sustainable business model, profitable and long-lasting over time, the more volume it handles. We also see in the audit, in CertiK, in the leadership table, let's look at that first. I've always seen it here as well, in CertiK, in the top 50. Today, it's ranked number 36, alongside a Class A bank like Poloniex, which is also Class A and has been around for 13 years. Poloniex, CoinEx, it has surpassed exchanges with a long track record, like KuCoin, which has 8 years, BitMEX with 12 years, and it really has a lot of potential. It has a very good rating out of 100, right? 82 at this moment. 4 years and everyone above it, except for another one with 4 years, all the others have 7, 8, 10, 12, 15 years. Binance is number 1. The vision is long-term, from now to 3 or 5 years, to position itself in the top 10 exchanges worldwide. The question is, that growth that's coming of tens or potentially hundreds of millions of users or clients like Binance do you want them to be part of your community? Or maybe you're only interested in participating as a client? And that's also respectable. I'll share that part with you, but there's an impressive growth coming where we can all take part in a gigantic pie, perhaps never before seen in the industry. We also see that in the audit, it has a very good rating, very high security, domains that have been around for more than 10 years, the domain expires in 2034, they have a long-term vision, and they are truly registered in London, United Kingdom, as well as with FinTech, to operate with an MSB registration in the United States in a completely normal way. New regulations are on the way. Also, Bain Capital contributed last year, 2025, £12 million, which is almost $16 million, for an AI, artificial intelligence, project and to have a protection fund, which I will also share with you shortly. And that's when it really started to expand from 2025 onward. We can also see that Binance has been mentioned as well, right? And now we're going to talk about the ecosystem because it has different products and services just like any other exchange. It has a crypto card, which is another line of income for them, Visa, and they also have a virtual one with MasterCard, while the physical card is Visa. They also have staking contracts, futures. They also have the option for people to buy crypto with debit and credit cards with Visa and MasterCard. You can exchange, trade, operate with more than 200 crypto asset pairs, both in spot and futures. It's a top-tier exchange. And if we go to their flagship service called 𝗕𝗶𝘂𝐂𝐵, first of all, it's not copy trading, it's not a third party connecting, no. Everything is within the exchange. There are 5 ways to make a deposit. The service itself is free, you don't have to pay for memberships or anything, no monthly fees. It's free. What you can do is deposit in daily mode starting from just $50. You can try out the service and your capital will be available for withdrawal at any time. For example, let's say you deposit, I don't know, $1,000. Just as an example, you would earn $2.50 in daily profit, which you can withdraw. There is no minimum withdrawal. And if you want, it generates 7.5% monthly. At any time, you can withdraw your capital and you won't be charged any fee or penalty, okay? We also have 4 other options, which are custody and fixed term, ranging from 30 days up to a year, 360 days. The longer the period your capital is locked, and here the minimum is $100 for these 4 options, the more yield you will generate. If you lock your capital for 30 days, whatever amount you want, starting from $100, you get 9% monthly. You can withdraw your earnings every day, but the capital itself is locked for 30 days. 90 days gives you 31.5 over those 90 days, which is 10.5% monthly. The one for 180 days gives you 12% monthly, and the one for 360 days, 148% monthly. The 180% annual profit plus your capital, which is returned to you at the end of the custody period, would be 15% monthly yield or 0.5% daily. And why are they giving us this right now? Well, really, it's because the AI is working very well, and you can actually try it out. For example, starting from $100, say, for 30 days to see how the service works, and you can put in whatever amount you want. With daily, you also have the option to start with as little as $50 if the capital is available there. It is true that most of us are choosing the 1-year option, because, in fact, there are currently more than 398,000 orders, since it's the one generating the highest returns, with the advantage, peace of mind, and security. The reassurance that your money isn't in some dubious platform, but rather in an exchange with a brand ambassador for over 4 years. With Visa, MasterCard, a mobile app, the trading volumes it handles, regulations, coin market cap, MSB registration in the United States, certification with 𝐁𝐢𝐭𝐫𝐻, #1, top 50 exchange, and a very good rating. In other words, it has all the tools so that we can really see how to minimize risk, and that's what this project is offering us. I'm going to show an account here. If we go here to orders, you can really see that there are $20,398 at 360 days. It's been 31 days out of 360, and you can see the exact time it started and the date. In 1 year, it will generate $36,717. We can see in detail how it's operating, how it wins, how it loses, but most of the time, the trades are positive. 7, sometimes 8 out of 10 tend to be positive trades. The AI algorithm trades futures, Ethereum against USDT, and also Bitcoin against USDT. And actually, all the profit that exceeds goes into a reserve fund, which I'm going to show you now. I'll attach a recording from my phone so you can see how it evolved. It started at $10 million, and now I'm going to show you how much is in that hedge fund. Phone recording to attach in the presentation video. As you can see, you can access the app from your phone, and you can download it for free, as I mentioned, for iPhone, Android, and you can view the assets. You can also see spot and futures and trade among more than 200 crypto asset pairs if that's something you're interested in. And if not, there's the 𝗕𝗶𝘂𝐵, which is an automated service with artificial intelligence. Here we can see that there are indeed $20,398, which have already generated more than $3,000 in these 31 days. And if we go up here to this blue 𝗕𝗶𝘂𝐵 button, we see that the exchange started last year with a $10 million protection fund for when the AI doesn't reach its target. For example, with this 360-day custody, the maximum they will pay you is 0.5 daily if you lock in your capital for a year. So if it exceeds that target, the surplus goes to the pool, and when it doesn't reach the target, there are days when they have to replenish from the fund. Here it was 181. Actual return 3,059. So we see that this fund that provides coverage has done nothing but grow and grow, and it's up here. I'm going to show you where it says Bitradex Guarantee Fund. There it is. Let's click there. It started last year at $10 million. And look, I'm going to set it to 30 days. It's already over $227 million. It's a backup, protection, or coverage fund so that, in this case, when the AI isn't efficient, because remember, humans have emotions and can lose. I'm not saying that the AI never loses, but really, it also doesn't have emotions, it doesn't have feelings, and the algorithm is very efficient. That's what I wanted to share with you. Let's continue with the last part of the presentation. So now that you've seen everything, if you want to register, ask the person who invited you for the link. Once you log in, you can make a deposit. Download the app, go to Assets, then Spot Account, and you'll be able to deposit here using the white deposit button in the currency of your choice. Bitcoin, Solana, USDT, many people make deposits. You choose the network, send for example BNB Smart Chain, and from there, once you copy and send, within minutes your funds will be available. The next and final step is to go to the AI or A-bot section, and there you'll be able to do it both on your phone and, as I'm showing you here, on the computer. You simply choose the custody option. For example, 360 days, you select the amount, for instance, $5,000 or whatever you want, and then you would simply click on custody. Here, since there are no funds in the spot account, obviously custody can't be done, but we have tutorials and everything where it's also explained how to set up custody, how to withdraw profits every day, and in just a few minutes you can have it out of the exchange, in another wallet, in another exchange. And the withdrawal system really works very quickly as well. So that's the end of the presentation. Remember to share this with the person who invited you to learn more about Bitradex, and also with anyone interested in expanding this business model, which is currently experiencing rapid growth. There is a referral program, just like Binance and any other exchange, where the model is highly sustainable and you can generate residual income that will give you time freedom, allowing you to have your own extra income, or like many people who are already earning full-time, to make hundreds or even several $1,000s a day in residual income within just a few months of work in our community. My name is 𝗕𝗏𝗲𝗫. Thank you for listening to this incredible opportunity. Get in touch with the person who sent you this information.